What's up, guys? It's the Grappling Dads Podcast again, and I'm introducing it.
It's not so easy, is it?
Actually, it's just fine.
You were racking your brain over there.
Actually,
and then you said the same shit that I say.
No,
hey,
I
welcome
did not.
back. It's Grappling Dads.
Did I say welcome or back?
Not so many words.
Yeah, that would be different words. I'm here with Paul Perrott. And we're back for a new show. Welcome.
Yep, no guest today. Just you and me.
Hell yes.
Just you and me.
Why did we do that? We could have people over.
We could. We just need to, prepare and hold people's feet to the fire.
Yeah. I was talking to a few people that want to be guests.
God damn.
Yeah.
Why aren't they here? You didn't tell them when to come, did you?
No.
No. That'll do it. That'll do
well,
it
and also,
time.
we got the guys in Illinois that want to be on here.
Ah.
Our sponsor wants to be on here or something.
True.
He feels like he's interesting.
Yeah.
Chad
He's got a nice tape.
He does. But does,
He needs toe tape, though.
Yeah, that's what I keep, Jesse really needs
some toe tape, yeah.
So does Ben.
Oh, Ben too.
Yeah,
I didn't know about Ben. I knew about Jesse.
Yeah, Ben wanted some too. I need more tape. Oh, I'm supposed to remind him.
Well, there you
Here's
go.
a reminder.
This is a reminder, yep.
Send me some shit. But Paul, you had a plan for today? What, you wanted to mix it up or something?
Mix it up a little bit. Well, you started the show, so that's a little mixy.
Yeah, everybody's probably sitting out there pissed.
Oh, man, I'm listening to the wrong show. They probably already stopped, this isn't it.
Yeah.
Clearly, this is the wrong show.
Moving on.
I'm going to go back to Joe Rogan. This is bullshit. At least I know what to expect with him.
Weed. That's what to expect from him.
We're going to get some weed talk, why that's illegal. The earth is not, in fact, flat.
What?
Every show.
What?
Every show.
It's not flat?
Every show.
Fucking guy, man. But I love his newest thing is what we hate, which is the fake martial arts. The bullshit martial arts.
I love bullshito.
Do you see how much he fucking posts about that shit?
I do love
and
that.
And every one of them is, this seems legit.
yeah. Seems legit as fuck. So my favorite thing is I'll probably get the same video sent to by Croyler saying, Tai Chi push hands. Like, you motherfucker.
Yep, that would be the first video on all the Bushidos.
Yeah, if you haven't seen Bullshito on YouTube, their show, whatever. It's really fun.
Dude, it's fucking great.
It's epic.
It has all that shit. There was a new one that I saw. It wasn't new, but it's like 1995 that they taped it. And it's this guy that goes, she's going to use the voice and her inner power.
Yes.
And this freaking little brunette walks out and goes,
screams
and he
him.
passed out for like an hour, it seems, and then they're like slapping him in the neck to wake him up.
Picking his knees up and her feet up over his head. I'm like, he's not passed out.
He's not passed out. He's just fat and wanting a donut.
Yeah.
Fucking guy.
Yeah. Usually when somebody passes out, they fall forward. Not, backwards from no reason at all. It's cool.
Right to the person that was going to catch him.
Amazing how that happens.
It's weird that his legs didn't just collapse. That's all those videos. It's so funny to watch. Like, how do they convince that many people that you're doing something to them?
Well, I mean, it's kind of like going to a comedian hypnotist show, I think. Like, you just get the people that want to be hypnotized.
Yeah, but you want to be, but, dude, there's no way physically that you can have someone put their finger on you and go, oh, fuck, I'm on the ground. Yes, that would be a helicopter?
I think that's a helicopter right over my house. I'm like, what is wrong with our system?
Wow, it is close.
Wow, that never happens.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely a fucking helicopter. Holy shit.
It's shaking my house. I'm like,
it's literally like, I can feel it.
I thought it was feedback from my phone for a second. And I'm like, yeah, I can feel this in my chair. This is not my phone. That's not
feedback. But going back to our wonderful conversation is, I just don't get it. I don't care how much mental stupidness you have. How can you feel like that's real?
It seems like they got themselves convinced that it is. Well, they actually had one a news anchor go there and film it, and they brought in
I got to see this one.
Doctors. Yeah, they brought in doctors.
To kind of test. Okay,
yeah, exactly.
I
so they hooked them up to the EKGs and all that kind of fun stuff. And they're like, well, I guess they're sleeping. I can't prove they're.
I can't prove they're not sleeping.
So this little female news anchor goes, well, can you do it to me? And he hits a air quotes pressure point on the top of her forehead, and she's like, "You just hit me in my head." Dude,
you just slapped me. Actually,
so this is George Dillman's top student that did this. So
what the fuck's George Dillman? Dillman?
Yeah. So
Dillhole?
he's the guy that invented the system of I use my chi to knock you out, or these pressure point knockouts.
Those are such bullshit.
Yes. So he was explaining that you can negate it if you know what you're doing. So if she's got one of her toes pointing up, then it will negate the knockout because there's a defense to everything. I'm like, no, it's still legit to me. I get it now. Makes sense.
Well, way to explain that away for me, sir.
Right. It was fantastic.
And I wanted to give it the benefit of the doubt before I saw it, of course, because people say that jiu-jitsu won't work in the street.
Ooh, this is going to be kind of part of our show.
Exactly. We'll talk about that more, but
I'm excited about it.
So I tried to give them a little bit. I'm like, well, maybe. Nope. Saw one video. I'm like, this is utter bullshit.
Well,
it's literally a guy was. You can look up. I told you about the Sharpie defense. Well, there's another one that tags along in there that the guy uses a Sharpie in the pressure points. He's like, I can poke you here. I can poke you here. I can poke you here. I can poke you in your elbow. I'm like.
Yeah, when you're terrified for your life, then you can think of.
And you can hit that little point. I'm sure it'll knock them the fuck out.
And watch you hit that point and me not give a fuck.
Yeah. But then there's the other ones that, you don't see many of the people trying to do the chi shit to anyone.
Oh, no. Oh, I think there's a video I saw of somebody trying to use pressure points in a Brazilian jiu-jitsu competition.
Oh, I need to find that. Then.
Oh yeah, we gotta look for that.
That sounds like classic television.
I think that happened to a buddy of mine too. They're trying to push in his armpits, not just trying to grab certain points. We're like, it was annoying, but
just because they're grabbing me.
All it did was make me want to try harder. It wasn't effective in getting me to move. It was effective in pissing me off, so I wanted to choke him harder. It was effective. That's what you're saying. It did have
it did
effect.
Something.
It did, in fact, have an effect.
It did something. It's such bullshit. But what do they call that? What is the martial art? What is it even called?
Ooh,
there's a few of them, but
I don't know.
I got.
Sometimes they name their own, like that one I posted to Facebook today, fucking with Croyler about finger locks. Because if wrist locks are cool, then finger locks should be too.
Should be solid.
Like, why are you mad at that? It doesn't make any sense. Let me just grab your fingers and split them apart. I will get a tap real quick, and that I can do. That's an easy move for me.
And
I can grab fingers,
and it seems equivalent to a wrist lock.
It's the same shit.
Just me personally.
Does it hurt? Yes. Will I tap out? Yes. Ergo. Why would you ignore that?
Is it a prick move? Yes.
Is it a distal part of your body? Well, then it should be fine and not frowned upon.
No, of course not. It's just like grabbing someone's head and pulling really hard on it.
But every single white belt that's brand new that I roll with, I have to tell them, dude, let go of my fucking fingers.
Oh, every single one. Yeah.
Every single one, because it's frowned upon. But I'm thinking maybe it shouldn't be.
we're just doing what Croyler taught us.
I started looking at you, Croyler.
I'm just like, he does wrist locks. I'm doing some fucking finger locks.
Why is that not okay?
And if you put a toe by me, I'm gonna pull that bitch.
He's probably gonna right after he hears, no, that's cool. Finger lock, you shut him. God damn it!
Fuck.
Foiled again.
Damn it, he hates us. So, speaking of Croyler.
I want to do a corner.
Let's do the corner now.
Let's do a corner now. Mixing it up. All right, so we got a Croyler's not pro tip.
Oh, no, it's a pro tip. He stole that shit from you.
No, I hate it. Take notes. I have been training for a long time, and I still take notes.
Hold on. Is he telling me to take notes?
I think he's telling everybody to take notes.
Oh.
Probably talking to you and me. Do you take notes?
No.
No. It's funny because we're just going to fuck this up right off the bat. Not even the first sentence. We're done.
Killing it.
My first instructor, on the first day wasn't my first instructor, but the first guy that took me under his wing, so to speak. Ryan Hyde, yeah. Yep. He pushed note taking. He would teach a technique and then say, now go sit down and write notes. He would make sure everybody had a notepad. So I'm like, I don't have a notepad. She's like, you got a phone? God damn it. So
I don't type fast.
I go pick up my phone, play on YouTube until he's done. I did. I tried to take notes. I'll get through this and I'll talk about my shitty note-taking ability.
Yes.
All right. I have been training, this is Carler speaking, for a long time, and I still take notes on the different techniques I practice and teach as well as the ones I learn. I revisit them and rewrite them. This not only keeps the technique fresh in mind and helps me my recall, it also becomes a good source of reference. As far as the last episode, 29, well, it's 2 episodes ago now, but who's counting? 3, 2, whatever.
Good math, sir.
Go back to episode 29. The belt system. Should you chase the belt? Should you look to do things to get to your next rank? Well, to make this short, I will simply say, no, you shouldn't. You should instead have the mindset of how can I improve and become that next belt. I don't give belts out. My students become their rank when they have improved enough. Think of it as representation of your journey, not a target. Enjoy the journey. I like how he says journey. It's funny.
Like 17 times. Fucking asshole.
That's for you, Kip.
Oh, you know it is.
Enjoy the journey and appreciate it. And before you know it, you will have become a black belt through your instructor rather than having your instructor simply giving you a black belt. It's simply a shift in the thought process.
Sounds like a shit in the thought process.
Sounds like you said journey too many times to me.
Fuck
but,
yeah, he
whatever,
did.
it's cool.
You know, he probably was like, well, I'm done with this. This won't piss Kip off nearly enough. I'm going to go back and add some journey to this shit.
Could you throw a couple of paths in there, too? This is your path, Kip.
Yeah, that'll do it, too. That'll drive me fucking nuts. Yeah, there's something wrong with me.
Yeah, well, what are you going to do?
Definitely something wrong with me.
So, yeah, I agree that note-taking probably works, especially if you rewrite them and take the time to do that. I never had good luck. Like, I have a hard time reading my notes, and maybe you get...
Okay, so, dude, mine are incoherent. I mean, I try to follow it, and I'm like, put hand here. Then I'm like, oh, I didn't say what move I'm doing. I'm drawing stick figures now.
It's funny you say that because I actually drew fucking stick figures.
Because those are accurate.
No, it was bad.
Oh.
Like, maybe if I looked at somebody's notes, I'm like, oh, that's how I should write them. Maybe that would help. But I never had good luck taking notes.
It's just not my thing, man.
So with YouTube, what I try to do is, and I still do today, like if I learn a move that I think is good for my body type and my style of wrestling, I will look it up on YouTube and study it there so I can look at it over and over again.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, the book, The Talent Code with
that guy.
Daniel Coyle. Yeah. I was going to say Shane.
With Shane Coyle.
Looking at you, Shane. I know you didn't write it, but thinking of you.
We're giving you credit.
They mentioned in that book that professional athletes and the ones that are at the top of their game study material, but they don't just watch it for pleasure like you and I would watch. Well, you would watch a football game or soccer.
Yeah.
They're studying the athletes to see what exactly they're doing, how they're moving, how they can incorporate that into their own game. But they do study video.
Oh, yeah. They literally review tape is what they call it. It's not tape anymore, but whatever.
Which is interesting because it's kind of frowned on in the jiu-jitsu community to be a YouTube warrior, if you will. I think there's definitely places you don't want to go because you can go down the rabbit hole of, hey, flying triangle, the omoplata, rubber guard, you know.
Those work. Right.
So you can get lost easy, but I think that if you maybe talk to your instructor and say, hey, I got this video, send it to him. Is this legit? Because I just need a point of reference where I can make sense out of it. You know, it's kind of like my note. Because I could just, put the YouTube clip in my notes. And done.
And perfect note.
Yeah, I can't wait to get my balls busted over that thought process. But I like it. Works for me. Shit.
I just can't do it. So when Croyler had his seminar, Chad, physically, threatened me that I need to bring a fucking piece of paper with me.
Nice.
Like a notebook. He's like, I will fucking murder you, Kip, if you don't bring a book and take notes. I'm like, okay, little do you know, I'm illiterate. But, So when I got there with my green notebook I stole from my daughter on the way there,
This is mine now.
I really tried. Failed so hard. The notes were so dumb, so misspelled. It didn't make any sense. I did not bring a notebook back ever.
Yeah, well, it seems like if I'm in class and I'm trying to take notes, I will be so busy writing notes.
Oh yeah, I started to miss portions of the technique.
Yeah, exactly. I'll miss the next thing. Well, we did the private with Croyler a couple months ago.
God, that was the best shit ever.
And I was writing notes after the class about what to do. And A, it took fucking forever because we covered a lot of shit.
Yes, we did.
And B, I don't understand my own notes.
Yeah, neither do I. The roadmap to fucking nowhere. That's my notes. Well, go ahead and reach out to us. Let us know how stupid we are, and maybe someone can tell me the correct way to take notes, which I won't do. But.
So I help Morgan drill. It's more for her benefit than mine because I want to.
Well, she's got that test coming up. She got some big shit going on.
Well, not only that, but just for competitions, just so she can run through like guard passing drills and all that kind of stuff. So I'm just like I'm a good jiu-jitsu dummy where I can give a little bit of feedback more than that little green thing that's in the corner. Right? Yeah. So. But in her notes, after she's done drilling, she gets her notebook out and goes, I want to cover this that Croyler went over with me. And she's got a notebook that's legit as fuck. Like, goddamn, lady, that's awesome. Like, she is a note taker, and her penmanship is, like, perfect. It looks like it's typed. Bro, did you never see her notebook?
I've never seen her notebook.
Dude, just look at the notebook. It's really cool.
I'm going to have to check it out.
But yeah, dude, she takes notes, and it's very well written, detailed, and she can, go back to the notes and go, nope, we're doing that wrong. We'll fix this. Dude,
I think Jesse's pretty organized like that too. I don't think that organized or that well, but I think Jesse's pretty good too.
Yeah, Ben and Jesse are the other two guys that I know for sure take notes.
I know Ben does. Yeah, I'm sure Ben does.
The funny thing is because they're really, really good, and clearly it helps. So that's why you're so much better, because you take notes. Check.
Oh, the talent thing helps too.
We're always going to suck. Let's just admit it.
Oh, yeah, we're good with it. Yeah. Yep. I need a t-shirt, just a white belt, because I'm pretty sure I can wear that all the time.
Yeah. I'm just a white belt.
It's kind of who I am.
Well, according to when we asked that to Croyler, I'm just a blue belt, so it doesn't really matter. Or you're just a black belt. There's levels to this shit. Unless you're like Marcelo Garcia, I think. Like, I've won everything there is to win in every weight class.
Yeah, I don't even know what to do.
Multiple times.
Yeah. Badass.
I'm not just a black belt. I'm the black belt.
When you look up black belt in the dictionary, it's got a picture of me.
My picture.
It's cute.
That's funny.
So let's wrap that one up with I don't take notes, you don't take notes. I don't feel I'm going to start taking notes. How about you?
I'm always tempted to take notes. I've always been tempted because it was ingrained in me since I first started. Yeah. So I actually really like the idea of taking notes. And if you're a note taker, congratulations, you win. If you can
I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
If you could become a note taker, also awesome. Become a note taker for sure. I want to encourage that. And perhaps I'll even try to start again. Not with my current job at work, but if I ever get my fun job back,
we're good. Notes aplenty.
I can maybe rewrite those things and kind of figure it out. But as of right now, I just try to go for the. I will YouTube the current thing that we're working on that I think I can use, like some of the.
Can I talk about YouTube videos and why they piss me off so much? And you can tell me if I'm. Well, I'm sure I'm wrong.
I'll give you my opinion.
Yes.
Yeah.
Your opinions suck.
Yeah.
Love you.
But I still have them.
Die.
I go straight for die.
So, here's my opinion. I watched a lot of videos. You told me not, I told you I didn't want to. And you're like, oh, some of them are helpful.
Yep.
So I started looking at some. They annoy the shit out of me. Because they are so perfect. Like, so many of them, especially the fancy bullshit, that the perfect situation has to happen. And you have to have what seems to be the most passive freaking person you're ever fighting ever.
Yeah. Well,
it just seems like the stuff is so it's not even situational. It's like fantasy. Like, there's no way anybody I've ever rolled with would do that. I mean, they lift up and let you flip them this way. I'm like, why would no one would do that?
Oh, a lot of the videos, to your point, I agree 100%. I would love to disagree, but no, you're right. Yeah, a lot of they're doing. I guess if you want to use them as warm-up drills and movement drills, cool.
Well, awesome.
Or, or if you're about to join, an EBI for the world title, then you could probably do that.
Yeah.
But for you and I'm talking about they have
the basics.
They have a YouTube channel called BJJ Curriculum, and they'll just go over, here's some things you can do from guard. And then they go, first you want to get this grip, and if you can't get this grip, then get this grip, and then if you get this grip, then go for this move, and
which is helpful as all hell.
Right, and they really break it down very simply. The problem with that, so if you watch the first 5 minutes, stop. If you are disciplined enough to stop after 5 minutes or rewatch that first 5 minutes over and over and over, and then drill that, I think it'd be very helpful. The problem arises is when you do what I do. I want to see what's next.
Well, of course you do.
So I'm going to look at
Why get the first thing right?
So I'm going to look at
move on to the next.
Yes. I'm going to look at the entire 20-minute to 1 hour video of what you can do from, say, half guard and go, oh, this is awesome, and think that I have it. Like, I'll look at a move a couple times and go, yep, I got it. But then I will fail at it over and over because I'm missing some of the fundamental techniques and the nuances that I'm not getting.
That makes it actual functional.
Because I don't drill it. So if you're going to use video, watch something that you're currently working on in class with your coach that you want to use in your game, and then drill that one thing over and over until you can't get it wrong.
Yes.
That makes sense. Just diving down a rabbit hole, even if it's a really good video or a good series of videos, it's not going to do a damn bit of good if you're not drilling it and practicing it and going over it with your coach.
Yeah, and those are the ones that make sense. The ones that bug me, because that bugs me too, because they always, they can't just do one video of different techniques around the same thing, so it's all kind of a series. No, it's always fucking craziness.
Well,
and it's an hour long, so I get it.
Yeah.
But I avoid those.
A lot of the clips I think you're talking about too are the ones that I see are on Instagram, because you want to be fancy on Instagram, so you're going to show some cool shit.
Well, that's what leads me to, maybe look at more. I was like, these are mostly bullshit. I'm like, there's no way these would work. I don't know jack shit about jiu-jitsu in the scheme of things, but I can tell you, no one's going to give me the space that you need for 99% of those fucking moves.
Well, even the simple ones, I found that they'll show a simple way to get armbar from guard, or a simple sweep that you just need to get this position, then you'll get it. It looks very, very simple.
Yeah, no one's going to give you that position. Though.
Right, yeah. So there's a fun sweep that I tried on Jordan, and I couldn't get into the position to start that sweep.
Yeah.
It just wasn't
he was not letting that happen.
I'm like, well, shit. I'm not saying the sweep wouldn't work. It just wasn't working that day on that guy.
Definitely wasn't working for him. So I just wanted to bring that up, and I'm glad you actually, sided with me for once.
I hated it.
Yeah, I know.
Every second.
I fucking know you did. See the fire in your eyes. It's like when I have to give you a compliment about being a good partner at the gym. It fucking hurts. I mean, I was just mentioning it. I think I just vomited.
Yeah.
A little bit.
It doesn't feel good to hear it either.
Hold
it makes
on,
you feel better.
I got to get a drink to wash it down.
I don't like being complimented either. It doesn't. It just comes off the wrong way. Rubs me another. It's like sandpaper.
But it doesn't.
It's like sandpaper.
You liked it.
No.
Yes, you do.
I don't know how to take them.
You do take them like an utter moron.
Well, it's because I don't get it. I'm like, ugh. It just, I don't get it.
You're so fucking stupid.
Yeah, well, it is what it is. Maybe I'll change one day.
I don't get compliments, so
nor should
pretty
you.
easy to not take them.
You have to take shit you're not getting.
Yeah, you don't get it, you just move on.
Fair enough.
I can't wait till one of our fans comes in to roll with us and goes, now I get it.
Yeah.
You suck.
Yeah. Oh, you really do suck.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not going to listen anymore.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So Morgan gave me a nice compliment on the show last time about actually being good, and like, oh my god, you just keep on saying you're injured, but this isn't how injured people roll.
You're smashing me, you dick.
Felt good to hear. Also kind of hurtful because I am injured. I got really good at working around them. Hence my.
Well, you've had them for so long.
Exactly.
It's like having a broken, like a limb missing.
Exactly.
You might as well just work around it.
Yep. Well, I've been working around it for so long that my go-to game is to let you get tired,
It is, yes.
And then once you can't feel your hands anymore or your arms, and then I will only have to exert 25% power to get what I want.
Wonderful.
Which is, that's my shit.
But it's actually a hard game to play. One of my toughest things, and I tell a lot of the people that come in behind us, behind me, like just new people.
Come behind you.
Yeah, fuck. That was weird. I'm uncomfortable now.
Hey,
who's the weird guy talking over here? Oh, shit, it's me. Is one of the hardest things to do, and the best you could do is be patient. And not to, on promotions, whatever. What I'm talking about is...
When you're rolling.
When you're rolling. It's so hard to not jump at the person. Like, starting off, that's how you end up, two bitches locked in horns.
Yes.
Frickin' is... Both of you can't, like, when you just start, it's just, you can't wait. You think it has to start, so you just grab onto each other.
Right.
And now, Croyler did it to me when I started. I felt like such a child. He's like just holding his hand out like, what are you going to do? And of course I go after him and get killed within a second.
Yeah, it doesn't take long with him, does it?
But no, it doesn't. Oh, it's fucking insane. What an asshole. I fucking hate that. You can go from touching him to broken in like 2 seconds.
If that. Yeah,
that's if he's being nice.
Yeah. So
if he was actually concerned about your well-being. So with me, it happens before I've thought about it, so he just hates me.
I'm going to just take a page out of John Donner's book. Fuck it, go for a leg
lock.
That
was fucking awesome. It's like a tattoo right there. God. Fuck it, go for a leg lock. And now I realize when I have the new guys come up with me, I just stand there waiting for them to come at me.
Come at me, bro.
And I'm like, just come on. And they always
Step
do.
into my pond and drown.
And they all do before me. Every single one of them jumps at me and grabs on. I'm like, that's funny. That's what I did.
Yeah.
Forever. And I would get so tired so quickly because you're tense immediately.
Right.
So I tell everyone, I'm like, man, I wish I would have learned this so much quicker, was be patient, flow with the roll. I freaking hate flow rolling. I just don't like the name of it. I don't know why. I never have. But it's hard to flow roll when you just have somebody jumping at you. So I get how you and I sucked at flow rolling when you told me to try it.
Yeah.
Because I was a tense psycho. But now, I mean, guys are trying to kill me. Like Rob was being really cute. He's our wrestler, lack of a neck, badass at the gym. Nicest dude on the planet, though. He bought some shirts. He's a nice guy.
I like Rob.
And we go to roll, and he goes, you ready? I'm like, oh, shit, no. Neon belly. I'm like, you motherfucker. But it was fun. It was fun. Like, he wasn't trying to kill me. I'm sure he could have. He can lift, I think, a small car.
Semis, yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, he taught me how to do my, I was totally fucking up my north-south choke.
He loves going north-south, dude.
I was trying it. I'm like, I'm not getting it, and he just happened to catch me. He's like, do this, then do this, then do this. I'm like, oh, he's like, and then the cool thing is if that fails, they're in a position to go for the Kimura.
Yeah.
And then if that fails, you got the arm lock. I'm like, holy shit. So, dude, he really helped me. So, Rob, if you're listening, good looking out, bro. That was awesome.
Yeah, he talked about that right after it happened, by the way, Rob.
Robert, the little Robert.
Little Robert.
He was trying to north-south choke me, and I felt that it just wasn't there. I'm sitting there not doing nothing. He's squeezing, and it was just it was fundamentally wrong.
Yes.
See, he asked me, "What am I doing wrong?" I'm like, "You see that guy right there? You go talk to him because he is so much better at that shit than me, and he taught me how to do it right. So I can give you the idea, but I haven't drilled it enough to really teach you. So yeah, go talk to Rob because he's good.
That was legit. Yeah, and it was pretty fun with me because it was just to have someone go, "You ready?" No,
it's about to go down.
But it was fun though. I mean, after I was done, it was fun. I think he tapped me once for damn sure. Probably 17 times. What do you got north-south on me like immediately? I'm like,
I stopped counting after 10.
Yeah. And now I'm screwed. But, he didn't hurt me, and he definitely wanted to smash me, and it was fun.
Dude, I love going north-south. So I have to take
back a little bit because it was fun.
Nice. I love going north-south. I hate being put in it.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah. The people like Ben, the super flexible people like the Gumby dudes.
Yeah.
They just kind of like curl up and take your back from it.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Like, God damn it. Like, this isn't fair. Because I have no business doing that.
No. I'm getting used to it, though.
That's cool.
It's the thing for me when you're getting all that twisty, bendy thing was like having the confidence to know that, you won't break.
Yeah, I have no confidence that I won't break.
Yeah, I'm getting there. Yeah. Ben goes, you can do this shit.
Nice.
I'm like, I don't know. You have a lot more confidence than I do in myself.
I wanted to make a quick point about the your point about people coming at you right away, like as a brand new white belt. You brand new people coming in and jumping at you. Everybody's the same for the first 30 to 60 seconds. You know what I mean?
For sure.
But after the first 30 to 60 seconds, if you're not trained, you just fall right off the wagon. As far as your stamina and your ability, because a big, strong, tough dude can clearly outmuscle me and hold me down and just cradle me like
just crush me.
Me. But they're not doing anything. So if I wait it out,
because they're just exerting energy. That's all they're doing.
30 or 60 seconds. That's about true for everybody I've rolled with. That's really big, strong, fast, athletic. That just doesn't know jiu-jitsu, and then you're done. You're just done. Yeah,
for sure. Doesn't that kind of coincide with the thing that you posted the other day? Or sent to me? No, you sent it to me, didn't you?
Which one?
The feminist thingy.
Yes.
Wasn't that it?
Yeah, and I want to segue. Matter of fact, that was going to be my segue. I just didn't want to say the word segue.
But you did.
Segue!
We are awesome. Because I almost said segue.
Nice.
Yeah, we're the same person at this point.
Yeah, well, so a couple of things happened this week, and I think I got them both off Jiu-Jitsu Times.
Yes, they both were, yeah.
Yep. And I'm not sure what one to go over first. I think I'm going to go over the feminist one.
I like
first.
The feminist one because that was a little more interesting to me.
Yep. I think the other one kind of correlates a little bit, but you can, there's...
Well, no, it does because it kind of speaks against a little bit to that woman's point,
yeah, exactly.
I think.
Yeah, so okay, so there's an article. It says, vlogger calls out false empowerment from women's self-defense seminars. Partially blames feminism. Strong words. Strong words.
Super weird.
So it starts out, ladies, can you learn to defend yourself after going to one women's self-defense seminar? Short and to the point, no. There's no but following that no either.
Dang.
Yeah, I know. So she just got right to the crux of it. Like that's
how you're supposed to write, though. You're supposed to shock and then pull them into wanting to read more, but there's definitely a but to that for me.
She did a video too, and she was pretty adamant. She's like, "Look, I am all about feminism. I'm a woman. This relates to me. I'm not one of those anti-feminist movement people. I just don't want to see women get hurt because they think they can do shit that they just simply can't do." And as a blue belt, she knows how much training she puts in and how hard it is to roll with big, strong, athletic dudes, and the strength disparity makes a big difference. So that was her whole point. Like, don't think that you can be taught a couple of moves and then be able to defend yourself in a real life situation. And she makes a good point. But I still think there's a but there.
There's a big but
there's a really big but there. So, I 100% agree to her point, but to a point.
I don't know, dude. It's
I know, it's fun, isn't it?
That one gets me. Because it's...
See, this is something I would have loved Morgan to be on the show for. Because I think she could speak to this really well.
Oh, I know she could. Ashley could, too.
Oh, for sure.
She's done a lot of that teaching too. Chad's wife, by the way, everyone. She's very nice. Don't take Chad. Don't judge her on Chad. She's actually nice. We like her. Chad's gonna punch me. But yeah, that's such a tough subject because I don't see how any training would hurt you.
Right. So
at all. I just don't. I don't see it.
Let me read a quote from her. She goes, one class is not a time for you to develop the muscle memory to be able to even react in a way that's going to help you get away. Doyle says in her video, nobody in a gym or anything is going to really attack you in the way that somebody would if they had the intent to want to kill you.
Well, you haven't rolled with Rob, have you?
Shelley even partially blames feminism for this false empowerment. So, God, that's. Do you remember?
I just want to say like 9 things at once.
Yeah. Well, she said, she goes, you shouldn't have to worry about that being attacked by a man, and it sucks how it is, but that's how it is, and it's not going to change. Yeah. Well,
it's not going to if you have that fucking attitude towards it.
Okay. Do you remember that? Boy, man, 10 or 15 shows ago. I talked about a woman that defended herself in a public restroom from a would-be attacker, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And she
had one self-defense class.
One self-defense class.
One.
And she started an entire movement because she survived it. She got fucked up.
Fuck yeah, she did, but she survived.
She didn't get raped, and she didn't get murdered. And she fought back. And then she started the whole not today, motherfucker movement, which is incredible.
And awesome.
So I think that one self-defense seminar, if taught correctly,
Chad Morgan, do very good.
And by that, I mean you need to show a couple of moves and some basic scenarios that you're going to be put in. Like women, a couple of chokes from guard.
Being grabbed from behind.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
A couple of basic, at least then you know what's available if you want to train something. Because a lot of women don't know that these things can work. And the first time, like Morgan said it
it's a light bulb moment for everyone.
Yeah. So when a big dude sits on a woman's chest and you just go, all right, try to get me off you. They can't do it. And now do this and this and this. And then it's like magic. They just pop right off and there's nothing they can do. It's like, oh my God, light bulb moment. This is...
The trap and roll.
Right.
The trap and roll takes... no pressure, no real energy as long as you do it right. And you only have to do it that right.
Right.
Because they have no way of stopping it.
Exactly.
Once you have their arm, you just hold on to it and you bridge up. That's all you need to know.
Right. Now,
seriously, it's that simple.
Now, that being said, to this young lady's point, that's a blue belt that wrote the article. If you trap and roll and you are then on top of a big, huge guy that can still get a hold of you, you're still kind of fucked, right? I mean, if I don't want you to leave, you can't leave if I'm enormous and you don't really know martial arts.
But I remember a statistic somewhere. I can make it up, but I won't.
But there's a stat.
There's a stat somewhere. Find it, someone. It's much less likely that they'll fight you that much.
Bam. That's
when you fight back.
That's it.
It's the bully syndrome. It's like you fight back to a bully. Most bullies, even if they're not going to back down, are going to get jacked up because it's how it works.
I forget the name of the serial killer, but he was killing and raping. Well, maybe in that order, killing and raping women, and maybe it was Jack the Ripper. I don't fucking know. It doesn't matter who it was, but it was something to that effect.
Yes,
where the women that he would pick wouldn't fight back.
Yes.
Anybody that fought back even a little bit, not worth the trouble, not worth getting caught, and he'd just run away.
Mm-hmm.
So,
which is not true for everyone, but I think it's a pretty good tell.
It's true for enough of them where it's going to make a difference. So if you have... So in a lot of cases, if you're getting attacked like that, they have every intent to do you harm anyway. So don't think by not fighting back it's going to be any better for you. They've already shown their intent.
That's why they're attacking, because you're not going to.
And they've already shown their intent. So if you take a woman's self-defense class, even a singular one, and now you have a different mindset going into that kind of situation, even if you're not good at the moves, but you just simply fight back and try, that's good.
The effort. Yeah, it's got to help. Right. How would it hurt?
Right.
But I guess I don't know all that, the psychology behind it, that, if you don't fight back, you may live.
Well,
that whole situation, I don't know.
Yeah. There's also never escalate a fight you're losing, right? So if I'm, if you sit on my chest and you're punching me in the face, I'm not going to try to poke your eye because you're just going to get pissed and then beat me more.
Punching me in the head.
So, that's a very valid point. But I think initially fighting back, screaming, trying to get away, using whatever you might remember at all is better than having nothing. But
I agree.
Even that one self-defense class might talk you into taking, another one. But you have to have an instructor like Chad that will say, hey, look, and give you all this information. Like, you're not going to be proficient at this shit if I just show you once, you do it a couple times on your girlfriend, and that's the last time you use it. Like, you have to be told that you know this is available, this works, but you really need to drill some stuff. So if you're going to do it at home, cool. If you want to take a video, cool, do that. But you need to practice these things to be at least a
proficient.
Little bit.
Yeah, to be proficient. But I just really think what you said there is completely accurate. At least I see is something's better than nothing.
Yes.
When is nothing ever a good thing?
Exactly.
Not in my book.
Right.
So I would teach my daughters, and everyone's going to be like, oh gosh, whatever reasoning. I would tell my daughters to fight. Whenever I have to step out of my car, I say, if anything ever happens, somebody walks up to the car, starts screaming, do not let any, if they're going to get you, make it loud.
Yeah.
And I'm like, because if they're going to get you on, once you're gone, I don't know what they're going to do. So guess what? Go out screaming.
Well, hell, if nothing else, take your piece of flesh.
Hell yeah.
Right? So if they're going to kill you anyway and there's nothing you can do, get that skin under your fingernails, because you know what? At least
you'll go down later, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. So, and it was shitty thing to say, I guess, but
we're weird people, though. Why are we talking about this?
Because
it's a really good topic.
It's a good topic. I mean, it was.
Are we coming off like douchebags? Probably.
Well, I'm trying not to.
I
think we come off like douchebags regardless of what we talk about, but I do want to help. I think this is a thing, because that's the reason I wanted my girls to take jiu-jitsu and become proficient in it.
And it's not because they're girls. It's really not.
No, I'd want my son to do it too.
Exactly. I think it's good for any sex, anything, because you need to learn how to defend yourselves. There's so many bullying videos. There's so many fight videos. There's almost every fight video, unless it's like staged up,
right,
is one guy wanting to punch another guy that doesn't want to be punched in the face, guy or girl.
Yep.
And it's sick.
But
so
if you're like us that have tiny bodies and big mouths, you're going to need this shit eventually. It's just the fact of the matter.
Or have really big friends all the time.
Right.
And even you might mouth off to them, Croyler, and he may want to kill you. So, know how to defend yourself. Just do it.
Just do it.
Just
learn some shit. So that was in jiu-jitsu times, and I thought, okay, that needs to be talked about. I think I just wanted to have a little bit of a counterpoint. Like, I agree with what she's saying, and she's not wrong.
No, because nothing, you can't get everything from one class.
Right.
Got it. Yeah,
got it. Get it, but if you know that going into that one class and you prepare your student, I think, that's better than not having anything. You just need to teach it correctly.
And I think the way that she presented it made it seem negative to even try.
Yeah.
No, because if nothing else, like you said, it may get you interested in a really cool sport.
Yeah. Yeah, like if you go to a Krav Maga,
just taking care of yourself.
If you go to a Krav Maga school and in a half hour they teach you a lesson and just hit him in the nuts and you'll be all set and you walk all like, yeah, I'll just hit him in the nuts. Good fucking luck. Like, how many times I've been hitting my nuts just by my kids in the last 8 years?
Oh, yeah.
You can get over that pretty quick. It sucks, but it's
not
going to keep
and if
me
your
from
adrenaline's flowing,
it doesn't mean shit.
You're going to have to get it really good.
So, you don't want to give them, if you're a coach or if you're giving the seminar, you don't want to give them a false sense of security. You want to tell them exactly what
their
will
expectation should be for the
realistic expectations. If you can give them realistic expectations in a self-defense seminar, I think way, way more power to you. Absolutely take that class if you ever have a chance.
Yep.
Take it from Chad. Hell, he's a good teacher, and he's got good people helping him.
And he usually makes Morgan go.
Yeah.
Actually, Morgan loves it.
Hell yeah, she's good at teaching.
Well, she just wants girls. That's what she always says. I want girls in the class. It's like, you have me. So, good enough, right?
Nice. So, I wanted to, not really segue, but there was another video of the internet troll.
Man, that was a long time coming. That was a lot of talk.
That challenged a female MMA fighter. So, basically, his stance was, I am a tall, athletic man that watches MMA, so I am not unfamiliar with what is possible. I don't train. I don't have a place to go. That's not my thing, but I exercise. I work out. I'm over 6 foot tall, and I'm kind of muscular. And there's no way a trained woman fighter can ever beat me. That was his stance. That was his opinion.
Wow. How wrong can you be, sir?
Well, it turned out pretty wrong.
Shocker.
So, I don't know. There's a lot of shit talk, and I didn't get into all of it because I can only care so much about internet trolls. But, lo and behold, they set up a sparring match. with a female MMA fighter and said internet troll. And they put down the boxing gloves, and I guess it was a full contact.
Oh, yeah.
Which one?
Mm-hmm.
So I watched the video, and it started out on the feet, and he was significantly taller than her, and she wasn't going to do well on the feet. So as long as he was fresh, now we just talked about this earlier, when he was fresh,
he's dangerous.
He had the advantage. Yeah. So he could take her down, and he held her down, and she couldn't do shit. She couldn't roll out of it, but you could see like 30 seconds, 60 seconds in, she started to be able to work out, and he couldn't stop it, and he started running out of steam, and then he got put in bad positions.
Oh, yeah.
And then he ended up getting, I think, kind of a modified Von Flue choke.
Yeah,
and he gave up, I think, before he even got choked. He goes,
it was. I don't even think it was locked in. He was like, done.
I'm done. I can't do nothing.
He was exhausted.
And she was all pissed because she's like, but I wanted to choke you. And I was so close.
Yeah, I was right there. I was just about to get the happy spot.
But yeah, you could, in the video, so a couple things. It was actually very friendly, so they didn't have any animosity towards each other. She understood that that's your opinion, and
that's what he does.
Yeah, and you have every right to your opinion and what you think. And he wasn't swinging for the fences, and you know what I mean. He wasn't getting after like he really wanted to kill this bitch. You know what I mean. He didn't. It wasn't that kind of a fight. So you can make the argument that it wasn't really a real fight if somebody was a real attacker that wanted to hurt somebody for real.
Yeah.
You could make that argument. That being said, if it was and she just didn't get knocked the fuck out and she got into that turtled up position where he couldn't do a lot of damage, she still would have survived. He still would have ran out of gas, and the end result would have ran out of gas
quicker.
Yeah.
Because you're putting everything into it.
Yeah. So, they actually sparred twice. The second time, he actually tried to take her down, which I thought was fucking
that's cute.
Stupid. And
why would you do that?
So she went for an armbar, and he pulled out of that one first, and then she went into
muscle can get you out of an armbar,
though. But then when he ran out of that said muscle, he got armbarred anyway.
Sucker.
And he maintained at the end of this, so they interviewed him, and they sat right next to each other. They were very cordial, and they still kind of disagreed because his point was, it was my conditioning. Like, if I had better conditioning, I think I could have won.
But but the only thing is, you're not going to have that conditioning because it's the conditioning for exactly that situation.
That's what her point was. She goes, I do this. I'm conditioning for this. That. You're conditioned for running long distances or lifting weights fast or whatever the hell, jumping on box.
Whatever you do.
Whatever CrossFit bullshit you do. You're conditioned for that. This is not the same shit. So you can't run enough. You can't box jump enough to prepare yourself for what you just did.
It's using muscles that you don't use. It's a totally different situation.
That's why an athletic man won't beat a fighter female.
No, she'll whoop your ass.
Exactly, not going to happen.
It may take a second because you're big and strong. Guess what? She's going to whoop your ass.
Yeah, like I said, that first 30, 60 seconds, she's in trouble. Yeah. Fair enough. He's got all the testosterone. He's got all the weight and all the height.
I'm bigger than you. That's all it comes down to. I'm a man or woman. I'm bigger and stronger than you.
Yeah, I mean, fuck.
It doesn't matter. It could be a huge woman. Yeah. Guess what? If that person's not trained, that woman's going to gas out, and you can whoop her ass then.
Yep. I mean, hell, if I get, we have a couple, wrestlers and or ex-wrestlers that come in jiu-jitsu, and they're
like that douchebag Eddie.
Goddamn Eddie.
Fucking asshole.
Jesus. Caleb.
Caleb.
Bitch.
God. Yeah. Smiling and nice and shit.
All
assholes.
Athletic and young and good looking, you sons of bitches.
We have the opposite of all that.
Fuck, it's stupid.
Fucking hate them.
Yeah, anyway. The first 30, 60 seconds, I'm in trouble. Like, I just...
for sure.
I can't do any of my shit on them because they'll just slough it off. Like, get that shit away from me.
Yeah, because they're fucking strong little sons of bitches.
Hence my go-to move is I'll get into a defensive posture. So they're eventually going, I don't know what the fuck to do. And then when they get to that point, then I'm like, okay, it's my turn now.
Yeah.
But I need to let them exert
because
themselves
if you
and expend
tried,
themselves. Yeah.
They'll kill you.
Oh, yeah, exactly. If I open myself up, they'll just grab my neck and squeeze it, and I'm done.
Yeah.
I've had it happen before many, many times.
Yeah, so it's a good game plan Paul has. I'm starting to institute it, probably just because I'm old and broken.
It's the only way I can roll now anymore, because if I just get after it, I end up hurting myself. I do.
Yeah. I've seen that happen.
Yeah. So, I become such a defensive fighter, and I don't know. I don't think it's the best thing. Like, maybe I should try harder at first. It might make me better, but fuck, I don't know.
I don't know. I think the game that you have, you're expanding within it.
I'm trying to do different. Yeah, I'm trying to do different things within
I think
my
you're
game.
fine.
Yep.
Everything I say is awesome and right.
Everything is awesome. So anyway, what do you think about the internet troll fight? Do you think it was? Do you think it showed anything, or do you think it changed anybody's mind?
No, it didn't change a damn person's mind because he dominated for 10 seconds, and they're gonna think the same dumbass thing he thought. Oh man, if my conditioning was better, fucking do 1,000 burpees, dude. You're still gonna gas out doing it with your adrenaline pumping. I've been there. It happens.
Yep.
So I wasn't in shape, but still. So, yeah. No.
Nice.
What do you think?
God.
It did for me. I mean, it just proved it to me. I mean, I already knew that. It just not proved it. What is that? It solidified it.
Solidified, yeah. Verification.
Yes. You're smart, Kip.
What's the old Mythbusters thing? Verified stamp.
I don't think it's verified.
What is
Confirmed.
Confirmed. That's what it was. Yeah. Myth
Verified.
confirmed. Whatever.
Dumbass.
It's been a minute. It's been off the air for a while.
They got new ones out.
I did see it.
It sucks.
I tried to watch one. I'm like,
Oh God, it's fucking horrible.
Yeah, well, I missed Jamie and
Adam.
Adam, yeah.
I love how we're talking about Mythbusters. What the fuck?
Everybody loves Mythbusters.
I don't think so.
No,
but a lot of people.
Shame.
I liked it. That was entertaining as shit.
Cool. Well, I'm glad.
Yeah.
Anyway, I thought it was kind of cool. I'm glad it happened, and it came in a good time as far as that lady's vlog about.
Yeah, it kind of fit together nicely.
Yeah, not the same shit, and I understand, but it's same vein of thinking. I presume.
And I just don't like. I guess we went a little serious, but I don't like everyone. It's man, woman against woman bullshit. Just fucking. If you're good at fighting, you've been training jiu-jitsu. Guess what? More than likely, you're gonna fuck up who's coming at you.
Yep.
Because they don't know, and I know that for a fact, because when new people, or me, like when I first started, people were throwing me around that were a quarter of my size, Morgan, bitch, fucking making me feel like a complete asshole, because they're throwing me around, and I thought, I was athletic, as I would like to think I was, whooping my ass. I mean, it just happened, so I'm sick of hearing about it. It's fucking jiu-jitsu will jack you up. Yep. Deal with it.
Yep. There's this video series is called Dog Brothers Martial Arts, I think.
Okay.
And they teach it's MMA with weapons. it's awesome.
Sounds dangerous.
So Filipino Kali stick fighting. 2 short sticks and they beat the fuck out of each other.
Oh my gosh, they attack their shins and shit?
Dude.
God, it's vicious.
So they do full contact MMA with sticks. Matter of fact, they approach Dana White like, we should do the UFC with this shit. And they'll actually...
No.
Right. They actually use more than sticks too. They'll like get other weapony things like shorter sticks and bows. And, yeah.
So weapony.
Well, dude, garden hoses for real.
Are
like
you
people,
serious?
I'm serious. They'll
Backyard crazy bastards.
Geez. Oh, they're crazy as fuck. But they have a pretty decent self-defense system because of the fact that they actually try shit out pretty much for real.
Yeah.
Like when they do knife self-defense, they're like, no, come at me like you'd fucking kill me, and then they'll fight for real. Like for real. And they're like, and they'll be like, well, that didn't work. So what works better? And they actually developed an entire system over, I fought for real. Like we're trying to kill each other with weapons to see what works the best.
Oh my God, this sounds so bad.
So, well,
who the hell does this?
So it's called the Dog Brothers. Look them up. It's awesome. I like it in the fact that they're very honest. They're like, you know what? I think they call it like the dog catcher or something. Like it's a way to catch the knife and headbutt and grab. And it's actually not terrible. I'm not mad at it. Okay. Even as far as our system, it's not that far off, I don't think. But he goes, it's kind of and this is, I think, where I got it. It's a die less often scenario. Like you're probably
I like that.
Like if somebody comes at you with a knife and you don't have a knife, you're probably going to die. But if you know all this shit and you practice it, you might not.
You may not die, or not die quickly.
Pretty much. But he goes on to, along with the women's self-defense stuff, hey, carry a knife. Because if you can get a knife out, anywhere you touch a motherfucker, you can cut a motherfucker if you have a knife. And they know that. So if they're sick,
they know that.
Well, if you're 6'8" and you're attacking a 5'2" woman and she pulls out a knife, you're going to be like,
and you're the winner.
Yep, exactly. It's like, even if he has a knife, it's like, hey, we're both going to get fucked up. Like, you'll kill me, but guess what? You're going to get killed too.
Yeah. Or I'm going to get sliced up all the hell.
Right. Do you really want to do that? So if you're a woman and you don't want to take a self-defense seminar, or that's what you only want to take the one, my recommendation is to carry a knife that you can get to very quickly. That opens
I saw
fast.
a video that a Sharpie is just as good.
Sharpie. That doesn't like strike fear into any. That's the problem with the Sharpie.
Give me your purse.
You're
Wait.
Like, clearly,
is that a marker?
Clearly, the Sharpie is more effective than a knife because of pressure points.
The video showed me.
Yes.
It was.
Yes.
The freaking reporter couldn't even take it seriously.
It's like, is she going to give me her number? Like, I don't understand why she's got a Sharpie.
Yes, why do you have Sharpie?
It's like, I was going to attack her, but this might be a lot easier than I thought. Like, maybe I could have just asked her out.
Yeah. Can I have your number?
Yeah.
Is that why you have the Sharpie?
Right. Jeez. I don't need to roofie you after all.
Oh, my God. That was horrible.
Yeah.
Inaccurate.
But, yeah.
Oh, a friend of mine got roofied over the freaking holidays.
Are you fucking serious?
Holy shit.
God damn it. I hate people.
I couldn't believe it. I can't believe you brought Rufy up, but that was craziness. She literally woke up with a little vomit in the snow, in a snow pile, because she felt something weird and walked away, and like everyone lost her. They lost her for a fucking hour.
Oh,
she was in the snow.
Jesus. Fucking.
But yeah, she goes, she goes, I started to feel really weird, really intense, and she goes, I tried to, get away, and she did. She got far enough away to a snow pile for an hour. But yeah, she got fucking roofie. It was crazy shit.
Where was this at?
Downtown Grand Rapids.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It's not fucking disturbing, though.
That makes me sick as fuck. It really does.
And it's not the first time that's happened to her.
Dude, Jesus Christ.
My wife was.
Are you kidding
years
me?
ago. Yeah, my wife was in Holland.
I think that actually happened to my cousin years ago, too. It's just
fucking disgusting.
What the hell, man?
What the hell? We're getting into all kinds of fucking depressing shit today.
Well, I mean, it did start out women's self-defense and shit that works, or does it work or does it not? I think yes, but not no but, even no but, no but. You know what I mean? Like I'm good either way. It either works yes but or no but.
Yep.
But it's proper. Just
do jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, you buy yourself a knife and do jiu-jitsu. Problem solved.
That's just because you like knives.
They are fun.
They are kind of nice.
Yeah, especially cool looking ones that flip out real cool, like switchblades.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna fuck with you at all.
Unless you're me, and then you drop it when you float up. Oh, I threw it. I'm gonna go get that. Can you wait?
If you can get like a butterfly knife and you like get good at whipping it around, and then you can intimidate the shit out of people, even more than a Sharpie. Maybe not.
A butterfly knife. That was straight 80s.
Dude, they're awesome.
I had one.
I have one. Somewhere. I don't know where, but I own it.
I had one when I was in high school. Just thought I was a badass and cut my damn hand open. Whoops.
The trick is you got to grab it by the right handle. Unless it's a dual
But
sided.
if you grab the wrong one, you're like,
fucked.
oh, there goes your finger.
Yeah.
I may have some scars from that. Totally worth it.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
I got something I want to talk about that's a little more lighthearted.
Oh, good.
Are you good with it?
Proceed.
Do you want to mention how great my beard is to everyone?
No, I do not.
It's fucking great.
I hate your beard.
Look at this fucking beard.
I'm not going to look at it.
It's fucking gorgeous.
I'm not looking at it.
It's gorgeous.
I had to shave because if I don't, I look homeless.
I think you could pull it off. You just have to wait. Give it a month. It'll fill in. Then we'll trim it up, make it look pretty.
Point in fact, I've done that before. It doesn't get any better.
I was trying to be supportive.
Well, I appreciate that.
But I mean, this is a beard right here. It's a good looking beard.
Is that what you want to talk about?
No, actually. But it is wonderful. Holy shit, that was loud.
Pardon me.
Funny shit is, I almost did that earlier.
I was trying to fight it off. I'm like, nope, it's good. I'm not going to. Nope.
Here it is.
Oh, too late.
I almost did that earlier. Did you see me? I was trying to drink it away. I don't know if that does anything, but I'm like, I'm going to sneeze. Drink something. I was like, I don't know what this is going to do, but I didn't sneeze. Well, bless you, sir.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Did you just want to bring up your beard?
I really did.
Right.
No, so we got an email. Oh, come on, Paul.
Read email.
Actually, it's our first one that came through our
national.
First international email. And number 2, it came through the website on the complaint form that it put up.
You put a complaint form on the website?
Fuck yeah, I did.
You're awesome, dude. I like
It's
that.
a contact thing, but it has complaint right at the top.
Well, he's going to read it, but you'll know why I was excited, because I thought I was going to have to read my first hate mail.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, hate mail. Go ahead and read it. It's awesome.
Okay, so it comes out, and do you say it Emil? E-M-I-L? Emil?
Sure.
Emil. A mile. Oh, sorry. It's some old song. Well, if I'm murdering it, you're Norway now. That's your name. You're representing.
You're Norway.
We have more listeners. We do have more listeners than just him, though, which is cool.
Hell yeah.
But you emailed to your Norway. So he starts out with the complaint section, and you're ruining BJJ.
I thought, you're probably not wrong.
And it was emphatic, too. He put an exclamation point on that bitch.
I'm like, this dude is pissed.
And then he goes to the word section, because that's just me. That's what I do. There's a complaint and a word section.
So you said complaint. Title.
Now type words.
And now here's your word section.
It was title and body. Change that shit up. I'm like, that seems normal. So, hello, morons. Greetings from Norway. I'm so excited.
I know. Happy already.
And he called us morons, so I still thought it might go negative.
Oh, yeah. I figured for sure at this point he hates our guts.
I really thought that's where it was going.
Oh, yeah, I did too.
I was almost let down a little. I was like, no one hates us yet. But I have to say, I'm a huge fan of you guys and what you are producing. What do we produce? Oh, the show.
The nonsense. We produce a nonsense.
I thought we were talking about gas.
Yeah, basically, every time we have an opinion on something, I get corrected via text by Croyler. So it's like, no, that was wrong. I'm like, shit, I'll try to fix it the next show.
And we forget and move on with our unrightness. Yep,
correct.
That's a word.
Correctamundo.
Correctamundo. I just started training BJJ, and when I start with something, I like.
Jesus Christ, Kip.
No. Yeah, this is bad. I was trying to read. Okay, when I start with something I like/love, I go for it 100%.
You're making him sound stupid.
No, I just make. You told me to read it.
I'm so glad I did too.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I can't read. Should I try the landscape mode again?
Landscape mode, yeah.
Fool myself into security.
There you go.
He likes/loves it and goes at it 100%, meaning that I will get into the sport/activity. Stop doing slashes.
No more slashes.
No more slashes.
It must be a Norway thing.
It speaks better English than we do. Is there a Norwegian?
It's called American.
America. We're stupid.
Yeah.
And sport as fast as possible. Since I got a family and a full-time job, it is limited how much I can train. Usually twice a week. Hey, sounds familiar.
Yeah.
But I think that's good for a beginner. I think I would hurt. I think I would be hurt if I trained more.
You're probably not wrong.
You're probably not wrong. Ask me and Paul.
That's what happens to a lot of beginners. Oh, I love this. This is the best thing ever. I'm going to go 7 days a week, and I'm fucked. Then you quit.
Yes.
So don't do that.
And it keeps me really hungry for the next training, which is also a good idea.
Good point, too.
It's like dating somebody, and you don't have to see them so much, so you don't hate them really quick.
You got to miss it a little bit.
See how that works? I lost my spot.
Jesus.
Shocker. I'll just reread the whole thing, right?
No.
That's what it should do,
For sure,
right?
don't do that.
Okay, enough. My point is that since I am not able to train as much, I want to listen and watch BJJ-related stuff when I'm not training. So, the last month, I've checked out several YouTube channels, books, and podcasts. And yours being one of my favorites, by far. Oh, I love this guy. A little.
Man crush.
Yeah, a little bit.
I totally have a man crush.
Did you see his picture? He's good looking. He looks Norwegian.
I assume they're all
fucking
beautiful.
For sure.
Yeah. I went to Switzerland once, and they were all beautiful too. So, and France. All hot people everywhere you look. It's like going to California, I presume.
Oh yeah, that's what we were told.
Yep.
There's booty everywhere. And it's funny that Eric brought that up maybe once. Morgan brought it up like 17 times.
She was fascinated by the booty.
There's booty everywhere. Sorry. Listen to the last episode, people. It was good.
It's a treat.
So, I just want to read this. I think I lost my place. Yours being one of my favorites by far. Did I read that?
Nope.
Oh, whoops. No. There you go. Good. I'm glad I didn't miss it. I've actually listened to all your episodes in the last 2 weeks.
Damn.
So now I start to feel that I know you guys. Okay, I have to go. Just wanted to say, keep up the good work.
Thank you.
They're so cool.
Yeah.
So cool.
Blush.
Drool. Lick things.
So we got that email.
Was that weird? All right.
And then it was preceded by your wife's email.
Oh, my God.
Would you like to read that?
I don't know
awesome.
if I want to.
Oh, you have to read it. Would you like me to read it?
Oh, man.
I can try to find it.
He's yelling at me. I mean, he. That worked out well.
Whatever.
You want to read it? Because, I don't know. This is a good one. I have it right here, dude. If you need it. Yeah.
Oh, all right.
You want to read it?
No, go ahead.
Okay. Hey, fuckers.
I kind of wish I read it now.
Do you want to read it? It's really good. Mostly my husband. That would be me.
That's Gipperdoodle.
Who called me dumb.
It was a joke, as far as you know.
As far as you know, I was totally kidding.
Yeah.
And she's trying to take over my show. I love you, Paul. What the fuck? That's not kidding. It's in the email.
I'm the star.
I'm the star. I'm not the star?
I was when I opened up the show, but you stole that from me.
Fuck yeah, I did. It's mine. I didn't say welcome. Anyways, I am casually working here listening to my favorite podcast, and you both are talking about my wrist. Blah, blah, shouldn't be doing what I'm doing, and I can't retort, well, here you go, Paulie. Here's my email.
Thank you, Jen.
She writes so nicely.
To me.
And hates me.
Of course, I was included in that fuckers, though, wasn't I?
Yes, you were.
That was a plural.
That wasn't just me. So here's my insight to my injury. Stupid as it is, and it is stupid, honey. It's really stupid. Ooh, she has an appointment on Wednesday with a specialist.
Probably going to tell her not to train.
Said injury happened more than 2 months ago. If I listened to the doctor's wise and clearly more educated advice, I would have missed the last 2 months of class.
Yeah, for sure don't do
Ignoring that as an option.
It is an option.
Yes, it is. I still have learned and gained knowledge and had copious amounts of fun. I read copious correctly.
Nice
myself. Which, with my Black Lion family instead. So that's what you went with, was ignoring it. Granted, I have an appointment later this month, Wednesday, with a specialist where I will likely have to take some real time off. My logic here was A, miss 4 months of class, or B, only potentially miss 2 months of class. I'm no genius, but it seemed like a no-brainer. She's really smart.
Yeah, well, you can't argue with that logic.
I can't. It was good. In this time, I don't believe I haven't made it any worse. In fact, I am certain I am only making it better. Only that it's not true. But hey.
I was just going to say, add a girl, but no, then she just
it's
finished
not
it up with, nah, it's fucked.
But hey, at least I'm not a wuss. Croyler knows that. Did we read that when Croyler called me out for my wife? Oh, I didn't tell you that.
No.
So we were texting, and Croyler was quick to point out that my wife's tougher than me.
Well, he's not wrong.
He's
you know
not.
what? You can't argue her dedication.
Fuck no.
Yeah, because she is as broken as I've ever been, and she just keeps coming like
She has a torn ligament in a wrist. Now it's torn ligament. Guess what? That wrist does a lot of shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, she's a badass. It was just really mean of Croyler to point that shit out. Dickhead.
Or epic.
Dickhead.
Yeah, well.
It's so funny because I think we're friends.
You thought wrong.
But he's so mean. So mean. All right, anyways. Croyler knows that I'm not a blah, blah. Better than sitting on the bench with an acai creatine shaker bottle and crying on the inside. If the doctor says something totally different, well, we can just forget it. I had this opinion. Love, just a white belt's wife.
Aw. How special is that? Thanks, Jen.
I love you.
We got 2 emails 1 week.
Fuck yeah. And my wife's only called us a fucker. My wife is awesome.
So I was...
thank you, honey.
So
thank you.
Her wrist is foobarred.
Fucked. She drops shit. Literally, she'll just be grabbing onto something, drops it. I think she's opened one jar since the injury. I have to open all jars.
Boo. Mel's elbows, one in particular.
Yeah, I was going to say her left is really fucked.
Yeah, she's got, I thought it was a lateral epicondylitis because that's what I had. And tennis elbow. It is not. It's actually underneath. It's a golfer's elbow.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Is that what it is,
yes.
you think?
I'm 99% sure, but...
Because he's a doctor, if anyone wanted to know.
Yeah, well...
Only because he's hurt everything.
I was going to say, well...
and the doctor told him.
Because I've had that, and the doctor told me, well, if it was golfer's elbow, it would be right here, and he pointed to the spot that is fucked up on her. So it's just where the tendons attach, like which one she fucked up, basically. Pro tip? No. Fun fact. No, not a pro tip.
If you guys could see that,
it was great. Stole him from me, the son of a bitch. So, fun fact.
Since he can beat us up.
Well, maybe you, bro. But I'm going for finger locks now. Be ready.
Finger lock, bitch.
So, people that get tennis elbow typically get it from golfing and vice versa. It's weird.
Yeah, we've talked about that. It's fucking weird.
But, so... When I first started training, my elbows were fucked up, so I couldn't train properly, basically. So I didn't want to quit, but I didn't have any grip in my hands, and the more I gripped, the worse it got.
Okay.
So that's when I developed my defense game, I guess.
Okay.
So that's what I've been working on with Mel and Jen, is how to properly take an ass beating. Because, one, you need to learn that anyway, and two, it'll help your shit heal if you're not constantly grabbing somebody's collar. Because anytime you're grabbing something, you're kind of inflaming that tendon.
You're using it, and it's hurt.
Yeah, so typically when you start off any roll, you want to grab a collar, grab a sleeve, get your grips. It's all about getting grips. Usually whoever gets grips first wins. My point was, if you grip on yourself, you can control how hard you grip and how much pressure you're putting on that tendon. So so when you're grabbing your own collar and your own sleeve and you're using your frames, postures, and movement by shrimping, you're doing jiu-jitsu, you're learning a very valuable skill, and you're not fucking up your wrists or your elbows anymore.
Dude, she was so proud of herself. She did the pull, as she calls it, and she goes, we just rolled around that he could not get me, and he was pulling on everything, and I was comfy. I'm like, yes, it's the pull.
Yes,
it's the kitten defense.
Well, it's the I'm injured and I don't really have any other option if I want to train defense.
And that defense is great, because the only way to really break that like solidly is a lot more technique, which I don't possess, and a lot of newbies would not. Or a dickhead move. Because I do know 2 dickhead moves to get out of it. Neither one I would do to you.
Well, I mean, so people have said dickhead moves on me, but there's just a defense to that. So as soon as somebody does a dickhead move, then I just move. But
I'm just saying.
You got to know when to let it go.
Yeah, to get you out of that. Yeah. I can get you out of that if I wanted to. I wouldn't do it, but because, well, yeah, I am a dick.
But I have a line in the sand.
But I have a line, and that line varies. So you better watch your shit.
Yeah, I mean, if somebody goes for anything leg lock, straight ankle lock, heel hook, knee bar, it doesn't clearly work. But if somebody's working torso up, then it's a pretty good defense. Unless you're...
And a lot of people, blue belts and below, like lower and blue belts, aren't working leg locks as much.
No.
It's kind of the new buzz, though. It really is.
Like, they're fun. Not that I would know. The 3 I've tried failed, so whatever.
I tried it 3 times. Fuck you. I'm done.
I've been working on it. I got Chad in the position, and then he just said, "Get out of here with that bullshit," end quote, and beat my ass. So I mean, whatever. At least I tried.
I think he waved his foot in front of my face, don't even bother. Fucker.
Like, what are you?
Stop it.
What are you doing touching that? It's stupid. But so if your defense is proper, somebody's going to have a really hard time submitting you.
Yes.
Especially in the 2 to 4 minutes, whatever that we typically roll somebody. Yeah. So it's a good thing to practice. Now, when I learned I'm still learning how to do it. I'm still learning how to do it better, even as we speak.
Okay.
when I first did it with somebody like Chad, he would just kind of go through a hot knife through butter. He would just trick me into fucking up. And so I had to keep on shoring up my defense until I'm kind of a pain in the ass for Chad.
Yeah.
Not that he can't still kick my ass. It'll just take him longer to pick the lock, if you will.
Well, it's you and me. Like, that's all I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
Just make you work harder.
Yeah.
That's really all I try to do. So.
Yeah. And as a white belt, blue belt, beginner level belts, just becoming hard to tap, I think, is winning.
Yeah, that's the way I look at it.
But
when not getting tapped correctly, though, because there's ways that you can defend yourself that isn't a technique. You know what I mean? It's just grabbing onto something and not letting go.
Yeah.
No, that's not doing it. It's defending yourself by at least moving around and creating, an actual roll, right? Because I see that occasionally, and I think I fell victim to that. Is like, I don't want to lose. It's like, oh no, and so I just grab on. Fuck that.
Well, yeah,
I think I sit there for like 3 seconds on and I get bored. I'm like, go ahead.
Yeah,
whatever.
to your point, if I just grab on and hold on like a spider monkey, I might not get tapped, but I'm done. Like, there goes all my energy. So the next
just
roll,
hold on.
I'm just done, and I didn't really learn anything or do anything or accomplish anything.
I'd rather get tapped.
For
sure. Yeah, I don't mind getting tapped, especially if it's a good tap too. Like if they just get it.
Oh, I appreciate getting tricked. Oh, that's my favorite.
Yeah.
I'm like, what did you just do? I must know what you just did.
I actually tricked Ben. I think we talked about him, maybe?
The bread and butter choke?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it was paper cutter.
My bad.
Cutter.
Wrong one.
It was because it was an actual thought process for me. I set it up, and it worked.
Isn't that the best feeling?
It was because I kind of like dropped the mic on it because I didn't even do it.
Yeah, mic drop, bam.
I literally tapped his throat with my forearm and just let go.
I like when he said, whoa.
He had to stop.
You know you had that, right? It's like, I did. I just had it really good and didn't want to fuck up your neck.
Literally, because Ben is always just playing.
Yeah.
And he'll tell you, he's like, when I'm playing, you can catch me in some shit because I'm playing. I'm focusing more on like learning a new move, and
that's why he's getting so good. Is because he experiments with shit
all the time.
He doesn't mind tapping.
No,
like he
not
told
at
you,
all.
Like Chad says it all the time. If you don't want to get tapped out by a lower belt, this is not your sport. Like if you can't handle that, don't do this shit. And Ben is the epitome of, I don't give a fuck who taps me. I'm trying shit, and if it doesn't work or something fails or I don't catch something and you tap me, I don't care. Like, it doesn't affect his ego at all, at least that I can tell.
Yeah.
And that's why he's getting really, really slick.
He is so slick, and to be able to get him in anything, like, it wasn't, like, I wasn't even, like, proud of it. I was just, it just felt good to be like, okay, I knew I had that, and I just let it go, just like I wanted to. You know what I mean? Like, it's perfect.
Nice.
That worked out for once, because he's only tapped me maybe 3,000 or 4,000 times. I think that's even an understatement, because he gets me tied in some of the weirdest shit.
Well, you're getting to the point now. You've been in over a year, and for me, I guess it took maybe 2 years of cumulative training. That's a hard word to say.
It is.
Before I'd start trying stuff and landing it, and it was almost like I can't believe that fucking worked, because it would never work before.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I could never get this same shit to work on anybody. It just wouldn't.
It's weird.
It'd be a good fight. Maybe I wouldn't tap. It'd be a good back and forth, but I'd rarely tap people. And now that I can do that, it's still surreal. Like, holy shit, like they fell for it, almost.
Or I see an opening now.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know what the fucking opening was. People are like, oh, did you see that? I'm like, fuck no, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
I was giving it to you. Still didn't see it.
I remember when I couldn't figure out how to do the key lock, the Chimera trap. I couldn't. I'm like, what arm holds what?
Dude, it's certainly confusing.
I remember that feeling of, I don't know what arm I'm supposed to be, and I'd have to like talk myself through it. And now that's all I see. Like, they're everywhere from every position, and that's my shit. It went from, ooh, I think this is fucked up, to, that's pretty, if you're going to get caught by Paul, that's probably how you're going to get caught.
But the only thing, God, man, it's just fun. I mean, I don't even know if I'm getting any better. Whatever. I'm enjoying it more.
Yeah, I rolled with you, a week ago?
Yeah.
2 weeks ago?
We've rolled a few times now.
It was, it's fun.
Yeah, and that's what Ben said. I looked at Ben, I'm like, at least it's fun now. Like, it's not him just completely goofing off, leaving openings, like
Right.
putting his arm across my chest and just leaving it there until I see it, which I never would. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Are you tickling my nipple? No,
funny.
you stupid.
That's funny. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll just kind of put my arm across there, and they're fighting and struggling. I'm like,
what you doing?
You see my arm right there, right? What am I supposed to do with it? Throw your leg over my head?
Something. Just something. But it's pretty fun.
It is fun.
And I'll show Tim? Is that the new guy's name? Tim? Fuck, I don't remember.
Yeah, I forget.
Whatever. Nice kid.
Nice.
He does ultimate frisbee. This is his off-season sport now.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Kind of interesting.
Sweet.
Is ultimate frisbee a thing?
Yeah, dude. Mark Sisson does it. You don't know who Mark Sisson is, do you?
That would be that blank look you got.
Look at your face. Oh, you don't know that guy. Yeah, my common knowledge is apparently not common knowledge. I'm kind of weird like that.
Yeah, you are.
It's cool, though.
Yeah, but anyways, great reference that no one knew.
Yeah.
Anyways, moving on.
Yeah, Google him.
Don't.
He's a thing.
Don't care. I'm a thing. Google me.
GrapplingDads.com. Stuff we like. Buy shit. We'll get pennies.
I don't even give a shit about that.
Good looking out.
Please look. Go check out Tap Tape. Give him a good review.
Yes.
Please. Use his tape for fuck's sake.
Oh, hell yeah.
Dude, I'm not kidding. People at the gym come up to me all the time. Can I have more? It's not a present.
Right? Yes.
That was a sample.
Yeah. I'm not a silkworm.
Shit.
Yeah, I'm not the silkworm that has this running out of my ass all the time.
Yes.
Go to Amazon through GrapplingDads.com and then buy yourself some.
I don't even give a shit. Just go there.
No,
I love
sure.
Mike that much.
I give a bit of a shit. Like, I'm going to mention it. So
you can mention it, and I'm not going to take it away from you.
If you would, if you want to, please.
Make Paul happy. And we've already proven most people don't give a shit about making you happy.
No.
My wife was nice, though.
She was.
Yeah.
Good shout out.
She wanted to make you happy.
Aw.
Fuck her.
Sweetie.
She's so mean to me.
Yeah, well.
She's not. She's way prettier than me, smarter, and going to be better at jiu-jitsu than me.
Now you're just sucking up. It's pathetic, really. Nice thing to say, though.
It's accurate, though. Yeah. It's fucking accurate.
True.
Look at this thing. Besides the beard, I'm a fucking mess.
Oh, what did Mike call you? A creepy-looking Kip Dale, which I thought was funny because his name is Kit and your name is Kip, and you look like a creepy version of him.
Who the fuck's Kit Dale?
Oh, my God. Dude, this is actually embarrassing.
Who the fuck is it?
Just Google him after the show, for fuck's sake.
Who is it?
He's a really big deal in the jiu-jitsu community.
Dude, you don't want to know who's a big deal in the jiu-jitsu community?
Me. And you.
Me?
We're famous.
Yeah.
People from
Everyone
Norway
loves us.
Person from Norway loves us.
Yay. He's my favorite.
Oh, yeah, so far, top of the list.
We do have good people. Good peeps. What were we talking about?
Injuries?
Tap tape.
Yeah, you tangented on that. We weren't.
Fuck yeah,
we weren't doing sponsors yet, but cool. If you're ready to wrap it up, it's been an hour and a half.
You motherfucker!
Hey,
it's been so many episodes since you did that shit. I'm taking it off that
1 hour,
screen.
23 minutes,
I am
and 28 seconds in.
I am turning that fucking thing off.
Well, hey, I was just wondering why you were doing the sponsors. That's like end of this show.
Okay,
stuff,
where were you going? Talk.
Let's see. Injuries, Mel, Jen. They were using it. So they've been having some pretty good luck with the defensive posturing. And I was showing the same thing to my kids and explaining to them. So it actually kind of all tied in with my kids before I was showing Mel and Jen. So what happened was Kaden, my eldest, got her guard passed and then got mounted right away and then let her partner grab her arms and just sit on her. And she couldn't move.
Well, that's what Kaden does, though. Once they get past her guard,
she just like
whatever. Even though I know she has the skill to not let that shit happen.
So I'm going to get to that part. So it's interesting what she told me after we had our discussions because she was fussy that happened and she couldn't move.
That's called Polly.
Yeah. Well, no, she cried about losing. I'm used to losing, so I don't cry about that.
That's just normal.
That's my shit. So she wanted me to help her work on getting out of that position. So my advice was, once you're in that position, and they know what you want to do, good luck. Like, you could know how to get out, but you're probably not.
They know how to keep you there, too.
Yeah, they're a full belt less than you or lower than you, but they're bigger and stronger and faster and more athletic than you. So, and they still know jiu-jitsu.
Wow, way to build her up, dude.
Well, they still know jiu-jitsu. Well, that's what I'm saying. Sorry, it is what it is. You know, she's younger and doesn't have any of the physical advantages in that particular case. So
no, she's pretty damn strong.
Yeah, well, her partner was pretty damn stronger than her. So,
well, there you
go. So I said, when she was passing your guard, you let her get in every position she wanted.
She does.
Henceforth.
Yeah.
You can't do that. You have to get after it. You have to put her in a bad position. You have to fight for those positions. And she goes, but I don't want to hurt anybody. I'm like, well, that is really fucking adorable, and I can appreciate that.
Son of a bitch.
But that's not what we do here, sweetie. We're learning savagery.
She is, dude. I think it all changed when she choked someone that didn't want to tap and ended up, like, hurting themselves, because I don't consider that Caden hurting them.
No.
The child did not want to tap.
Right.
Like, it was just taking it. And then ended up like, ow, that hurt afterwards. That's your fault. But she hasn't been the same since.
Yeah.
Because she felt so bad. She's got such a big heart.
I know. She is one of the kindest kids ever in life. You know, both my kids just have hearts of gold. They don't want to hurt shit. Yeah. So, to the detriment of their own jiu-jitsu, because now because they don't want to hurt people, they just let them do things to them, and then they get put in bad positions and are stuck.
And they just kind of sit there.
Right. So I was teaching them the same thing I was teaching Mel and Jen, in the fact that, hey, look, you're going to get your guard passed. That's just the nature of the beast.
It's going to happen.
Right.
Yeah.
So when you are getting it passed and you lost the position of guard, you need to do the defensive posture. So I literally showed my kids the same thing that I showed Mel and Jen, and how to use that defensive posture, if you will. So now you're in side control, but you're not flat and getting squished by other weight. Or now you're mounted, but now they're not under your elbows and putting their whole weight on you and messing you up, holding you down. Now you have options. Or at least you're not able to get tapped because you're defending yourself properly.
Yeah.
And that's part of jiu-jitsu too. So if they're passing your guard, get into this posture and now work from here. And I showed them kind of how to work out of mount and out of side control using proper defensive posture. So hopefully it'll work out for them.
But one other thing I'm going to add to that for me, and why it's so important, is I learned it from trying to do things to you when you were in that defensive posture, is if you hold that defensive posture and you're ready to move, they're going to do something fucking stupid, because they're going to get really frustrated with not being able to grab your collar or your sleeves, and it's going to happen. They're going to get impatient.
Right.
And then you got to be ready to go. It's going to happen, especially with kids. It's going to happen even quicker.
Yeah.
And be like, what do I do? What do I do? Oh crap, you're out of my, no longer mounted.
Right.
So it's very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very cool.
When I was showing it to Jen and Mel, I was beating them not using hands.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
It was just they're like, how are you doing this? I'm like, I'm showing you how you have to use your elbows in a certain way. So it's a lot of nuance. It really is.
Yeah.
But it's a way to defend yourself and not get hurt at the same time. So.
Yeah, and I've also tested myself with someone by just using my legs, not even my elbows. I literally have my hands behind my head, because I wasn't good. I kept like falling back, just grabbing onto something. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, you want to know what? Fuck this. And I got smashed a ton. I mean, but it worked really well. I think I saw Chad do it, and it kind of gave me the idea.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like,
well, that's actually...
I don't think he was doing it for that reason, but that's the way I took it.
Well, that's actually a great idea. To Mel's point, when I'm rolling with her not using my arms, I'm using my legs. I'm getting a hook. I'm dorsiflexing my foot, and I'm hooking her leg. And as soon as she moves and puts her weight off it, I can just fling her over me.
Yep.
And then I can either get on top or get back into my defensive position. And she goes, I never think about using my feet. Well, you will if you're not able to use your hands. So as soon as you take your hands out of the equation, but in a proper manner, now you can concentrate on what can I do with my hips and my feet.
Yeah, and then what I've worked back to is now I can get grips, and I'm really comfortable because I know now I got now I have something actually holding them close to me or helping me get them in the position rather than, because most of the time when you're using just your feet, they're going to put themselves in their position. They're going to get, impatient with your legs being the only thing in their way. But when you're starting to do a real roll and you're pulling your feet up, grabbing collars and wrist, whatever, it's kind of fun. You're like, oh, this is different. Nice. I can sweep now. I can sweep things rather than just, annoying people.
It's a whole new world.
It is.
If you will.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I tried the dumbest sweep on Caleb, and he just sat down on it, and I was so proud of him. Like, he's been doing it a long time, so it's not like I'm better than him by any means. He's actually a really talented wrestler, dude.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Who manages to smash his face up a lot. Like, fuck. I don't know.
Tally-ho, head first.
Bam, face first, bitch. But, he's doing real well. But I was just like, to have anybody just sit down the way he did, I'm like, that was pretty good because he was out of position for a second. And he gave me his arm. And, fuck, I went to throw him. And poof. It was, fuck, who are you, Morgan?
Nice.
So it was really cool. I'm proud of anybody at our school that, does anything well. Because I don't. So I have to look to others and live vicariously through them.
That's what I do.
Fuck yeah.
That's my go-to move. I wish I could do that. But alas, I'm broken. Tin Man.
Tin Man, get some oil. I'm running out of steam here, Paulie.
Yeah, it's a late night, so
it
got started late tonight. So
yep, sorry.
Let's wrap it up by talking more about tap tape.
I love tap tape.
Buy some tap tape.
Buy tap tape.
When you buy tap tape, and you will, and you use it, and you love it, because you will, review that. Because it's awesome.
Yeah, there's some other product out there. I'm not even going to mention it because I'm just not going to.
I just refuse.
I refuse because I've tried other tapes out there.
We'll call it other tape. There's tap tape and there's other tape.
Because none of them have the adhesive that tap tape has. I keep wanting to call it Mike. It's like, no, that's the only.
And the death grip comes in black,
yes,
which is awesome because you're a ninja.
Fuck yeah.
And I
ninja,
like
bitch.
Feeling like a ninja.
That's my goal in life. Ninja.
Hashtag
all hyped up.
Winning ninja.
Winning ninja on caffeine. That's me. So, but what is it? Buy the tape, get the tap?
Yeah.
That's a good tagline.
I like it.
I mean,
I couldn't have done better.
It saves my hands, but definitely don't get the tap.
I don't have.
I think that's a personal problem.
I don't have wizard fingers thanks to the tap tape.
Or carrot hands.
Carrot fingers.
Carrot fingers.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes. No, we don't have those.
Wizard fingers. None of those.
Bavarian wizard fingers. I should Google that.
You should Google that.
I think
maybe
so.
you won't want to. That's always like
that. Could come.
That could go. Bad.
That could go badly.
I can never unsee this. No.
Oh, the humanity.
One more look.
One more page. It's fine.
Exactly. Just hit next page. I'll get there eventually. 27,000 pages later.
Well, I can accurately describe a wizard finger.
Yeah.
It's a sexual position that involves coconuts. It's weird. Anyways.
Yep, you went there.
Yes, I did.
Also,
but anyways,
Black Lion Jiu-Jitsu. What's the address?
I don't know.
Is it 701?
It is.
68th?
Yep. 49315.
Oh, look at you go.
Anyways, I hope it's wrong. Hey, Chad. Hope it's wrong.
Right. You're going the wrong address. Son of a bitch.
That guy really likes our podcast.
At least it's right on the website now.
It is.
Black Lion.
What's it called? Jiu-jitsu.
Jiu-jitsu.com. Hey, check out Croyler's site, too. Just type in Croyler. It'll come out. He's the only Croyler
He is literally the only Croyler out there.
Yeah,
I love Googling it.
Yeah, you can type it. K-R-O. It'll pop up after about
Yeah,
that.
they're like, no one spells a name like that.
Is.
Oh, it's Croyler. And the fun thing is everyone look for his far away look. He's wearing a black gi, and he's like, looking far away. I fucking love that picture.
Far away look.
It's just far away. It's like he's on fucking Grey's Anatomy or something.
They're like, all right, I'm going to take a picture. Look epic. Done. I'll look over here.
No, I am epic. Yeah. Just take the fucking picture.
Look at the camera. I will not. This is epic if I look over here.
Oh, over this direction. And you know the fucker was like, oh, you want to, somebody take my picture? Oh, that's fucked up. Yeah, you posed for 10 minutes until they saw you.
This is just how I look. Then why did I take 32 pictures?
All the same, dickhead.
Yeah, look them up just for that. Oh, also, follow us, because we're funny, on Instagram, sometimes Facebook, and occasionally on Twitter.
Twitter, my wife is killing it. It is us, guys. We are on there, too, mostly reading and perusing. And somebody just mentioned us in a tweet. It's fucking cool.
Oh, engage with me on Facebook, because I like to screw with Croyler about his damned wrist locks.
It's funny how Croyler comes up to all your just everything. It's like, oh,
yeah,
wow.
It's funny. I actually shared the video of the lady talking shit about the women's self-defense class. I'm like, hey, I need some opinions. Nothing. But I bag on wrist locks just a little bit.
Just a touch.
And it reaches 1,000 people.
People that don't even know Croyler came out. We're like, fuck. People are giving you realistic answers. I'm like, I don't think they understand.
No, it's just being funny.
I will do a wrist lock.
Yeah. I've done them before. Probably incorrectly, but, Well,
obviously incorrectly. My wrist is still here.
Fuck your stupid bendy wrists.
No.
Hey, I want all wrist locks when Croyler comes up for the seminar.
I won't be there.
Boo. Stupid work.
Yes,
I would just quit. You should just go. No excuses.
Yeah, you did get pissy with me when I got an actual job.
It was awful. My texting buddy just went bye-bye.
Yeah, it did too. I'm fucking busy. I'm in the office tomorrow, though.
It's meaningless to me.
That means hit me up. Yeah, I'll be in my office.
Nice.
So when I'm in the office.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
All right, what else we got? So follow, like, share. Oh, get on your grandma's phone and subscribe.
Subscribe to us.
Yeah.
I mean, you can subscribe. That was a word.
Sort of.
Ish is my favorite thing ever. It's the best thing. It's a parenting gold.
Fair enough.
Hey, can I have that? Sure. Ish.
I'm fit. Ish.
So
I'm good at jiu-jitsu.
Ish. I have a lot of money. Ish. Sorry. It's my thing. And what was I saying?
I don't know. Like, share.
Oh, like, share. Subscribe to us. And you can
this.
subscribe on Stitcher, on
iTunes, of course.
Yeah, iTunes. Hit it up on iTunes. We got another review, but it's Buzz. Yeah, fuck Buzzsprout.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's not as cool looking.
Awesome podcast. Was Podcast Awesome? What the hell's it called? Podcast Addict.
There you go. Podcast Addict is on
eventually.
there. And we're on a few different ones there. We're on most things. So just support. We love the support that we've gotten, and we want to keep growing. It's been pretty consistent, and we get shit that people love us. It's fucking weird.
Thank you for listening and giving us a shot. That's awesome.
Yeah, we love it. And input, grapplingdads.com. There's a form there. You can complain.
Yes, we like complaints. Or the dads.
I was waiting for that shit. You see me just sitting here waiting.
The dads. Grapplingdads.com.
Yeah, we really enjoy doing this.
We need some hate mail.
Hate mail would be great.
Yeah, if we could just get the first letter of fuck you guys, that'd be perfect.
Well, we did get one. It was more fuck Kip. So
yeah. It was definitely directed towards you.
Yeah, and it wasn't funny. Yeah. So I was like, fuck you. Well, not funny.
Yeah, fair enough. Maybe don't do that. It hurts Kip's feeling. This one he has left.
Don't call me a misogynist. I'm good. Just saying. Don't do that.
Yeah. Don't be one. I'm just saying.
Shit.
Kip. God.
Stop pointing out the obvious, Paul. Shit pisses me off.
It's inadvertent misogyny. It's different. God.
Get it?
You know things.
Right. I did it by accident. It doesn't count. Oh, that's funny. Oh, God. I love this show. But yeah, thanks everybody for the support. Proud white belt BJJ.
Yes.
Gave us our patches. Those are going on in the next few days. Coley, get the fuck on that.
Yay. And I should be right on it now. Now you're going to take another week. You got to talk to her nice. She's fussy like that. She is
married to you.
She has to be. Jesus. Well, look what she has to put up with every day.
Yeah, it sucks.
You should feel sorry for her.
I kind of do.
People should write into the dads at grapplingdads.com for her so she can read, I'm so sorry, sweetie. Like, you got to do. Not only is he ugly, he's inarticulate and stupid.
You really could just write it to both of our wives and just be like, I'm sorry, girls.
Oh, man. What were you thinking? Was it an accident?
So did he knock you up? He knocked you up, didn't he? He did. Oh, wait, I kind of did that.
Yeah,
Shit!
It's all true.
I locked it down. But we're such bad people. But,
well, we're good bad people. We try hard. Gotta
we
give us
do.
that.
Well, and you want to know what? I care about people. I don't admit that very regularly because I usually don't. But ever since we started this shit and been with Black Lion family that we're with, I actually care about people.
Aww.
Fucking hurts me a little saying that. But I care about our listeners. And I freaking love it. Sword in the Spoon. I don't know your real name because I didn't look into it.
I care so much. Don't know your name.
But he got his first stripe on his white belt.
Good job, buddy.
Congrats. I love that you got 2 congrats from Grappling Dads. Just to let you know, we're both admins on that shit. And I said congratulations. Then 3 days later, Paul did. So
yeah, I didn't see that.
I saw it. I'm like, this is funny shit.
Yeah.
Because I think Proud White Belt BJJ liked both of them. I'm like, oh, thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Liked both of the times we liked this.
We really like that.
So,
I like what he does. I just want to touch on that. I really appreciate what he does because we got adopt a white belt. People,
it's not he. It's 3 of them.
3 of them.
2 of them named Al.
Al and please be Roker.
And Al and Roker doing well over there. But I love what they do, and they do it out of I think near us. I think they're in the Midwest, which is awesome.
Sweet.
And dude, what they do, it's
adopting a white belt, making them feel good.
It's literally adopting thousands of white belts.
Epic.
And everyone's their friend. That's my favorite shit. Like,
that's cool.
Our friend. I'm like, do you know these people? That's how stupid I am because I'm like, yeah,
you know everybody. Maybe.
Yeah, I think they do. I think they're best friends with everyone. Cool. They're really nice.
That they should be.
Hell
they're awesome.
Oh, do you know what?
Nope.
They want to come on the show.
That would be great. We just
I don't know if they want to come on, but I told them they need to come on.
Right.
And they didn't. They didn't give me the middle finger emoji back, so they're coming on now.
They're just being polite. Oh, I don't have time this week or next or probably that following one either.
Yeah. Do you have open Sunday the 32nd? Oh, yeah. That should work. Wait, there's only 31 days, you dick.
No.
All right, I got to go to bed.
All right.
My wife just texted, are you dead? So.
Oops.
I need to go.
All right, I need to go to bed.
All right, buddies.
See ya.
Bye.